Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing deep right away. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down. Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can you make offensively? And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
A gain of 15. And the Jaguars.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. There he goes on the right side. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Little tax on the extra points. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. Big strike here to Williams. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Get him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer. You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Delivers another one to Williams. And they bring him down around the 34.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Nix off the play action. Able to get it to Franklin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Knicks now on 1st and 10. That one's complete, right side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here. 3rd down.
Hold on, set. Ready. Ready. Away, away, away. Away, away, away. Joe.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
For the Broncos.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. An offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Son, this one's hot.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
Yeah, as a QB, you're just trying to buy a little time, break that defense down. But you know how you could tell a well-coached defense? When that QB rolls right, the coverage rolls right with him, flows right with him. So whether he threw it from the pocket or near the sideline in that case, I think we were in store for a similar result.
Chased out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal.
Hold on, set.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Even 24 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Flush down out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On second down, it's Etienne. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by the corner pick 20th out of the University of Texas, John Day Barron.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. It's a design boot. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Makes the catch. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
11.
At the Broncos' 5-yard line.
We're at 23. Hey, James,
They go play action. Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they'll be left with third and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
Give him 5 on the run. Now it's fourth and goal.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. As their quarterback, Brock, he's the one told him to get it done in moments like this. But even though he's the one who scored, you and I both know he is not the one who made it happen on that fourth down.
It's pride up front. That was all the guys up top that just said, listen, man, we are going to work this thing. We're going to give you a push. And, Kate, let me tell you, as a quarterback, you know right away. You can feel that push and that surge. And those big guys led the way for 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10.
Hold on a second. Ready. Ready. Behind.
Here's Nix to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Throwing here, Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be third down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 4 yards, and it's going to be first down Denver.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down from the 42. Nix from the gun. Has it downfield working left. And he has this down to the 34. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now second and 5. Rushed out of the pocket. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Nix now, 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen. It's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 16. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be first down Denver.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Give up the middle to Harvey. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Going after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tootin now on the return. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. Counter give to ETN. Still motoring past the 30. And finally taken down up at the 31-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Jacksonville in punt formation. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Play action with Nix. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
15-yard line.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half, but hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Third and long for him here. They'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he'll get it up to the 27. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On fourth down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt.
Formation for the Broncos.
Has it at the 13. All right, they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey, kill. Hey.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this first and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Big strike here to Williams. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Hey, go. Son, this is hot.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Ralph, hey, Soko, it's hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Now look underneath here for ETN. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Jaguars in a punt formation. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. Runs around him. He's got space. Get some space around midfield. Here he goes again. R.J. Harvey. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. He's long gone. Not with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
Jaguars 14. Will Bus to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Now Lawrence. The throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Here's ETN on first down. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, hauling him to the ground. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Lawrence looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Will make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. So first and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, here's Harvey. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He was brought down by Caleb Ransom. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Jaguars 8-yard line.
RB once more. Again, he's got room. And they take this in for the score. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Okay, it was just a couple years ago where we saw those running backs get to the market and not get their money. Well, a performance like this is how you get paid. You show you can do it in a multitude of ways. Catch one for a touchdown through the air, pound 3 of them on the ground for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead.
Jaguars 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Buying some time right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Riley Moss with the pick. Will take over just outside the red zone as he goes out of bounds. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
On 1st down, it's Nix. And he's got it. It's in close. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points.
Kid, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Jaguars 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that's out of bounds all the way across the 45. Very nearly to midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Buys time, rolling right. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
We're waiting for that signal, waiting. Oh, they've got it. The Jaguars recovered. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Throwing on first down, Nix. Sends this to the end zone. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Give to Harvey here from the pistol. He's got the first down grab and still going. There he goes again. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. Nix trying to sneak it, and he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's a handoff to Estime. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos continue piling it on here in the 4th. Extra point try now from Lutz.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
56. Jaguars 21. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets up the 1st.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's gonna have this one down to the 20. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. A little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole. You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
He will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. 30. Gets the 10. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keep running away with this. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Tootin now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, kill. He's at 24.
On play action now, Lawrence. Rolling left, buying some time. On the run, deep down the left side. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. A gain of 59 yards.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence escapes the pocket. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Headed out right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Hey, lion. Hey, tomato.
Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing, Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashee Rice, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now for the point after. And now it's blocked. The Vikings have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Yeah, everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right? Because you have to go through it a little bit more. You want to be just a little bit more careful catching the ball, putting it down, and giving him a chance to kick it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this will be taken at the 13. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Okay, ready?
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, Cowboys.
On play action, here's Shador. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Bronco 80.
To throw is Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
19, 18, go.
They go play action now. Sanders. This one is complete to Judkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns had a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0 for 4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shador. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 10. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Browns drive about to get started. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Sanders to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards on the ground. 6-0 our score after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in into last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now Sanders. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's got it. Touchdown. Rashee Rice. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ty Chandler now on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over the first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. On play action, McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Here's McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
And the Browns first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Cowboy 80. My man, my man.
Sanders once more. And this one's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
He'll swing this out to Jenkins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
First down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A toss to Jenkins, running right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? Let's go.
Play action. It's Sanders. Pass caught by Thurman. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
Check, Mash. Check, Mash.
Another Browns first down.
Down.
First and 10 at the 18.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Back to throw. Sanders. Now he's going to step up and run. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go and try to put some pressure on the defense. Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing is McCarthy. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns drive about to get started.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing, Sanders. That's to Bond. Isaiah Bond. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Out of the gun here, Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. A check down here to Jones. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
It's second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw is Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And he is going to have the Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Sanders. That one caught by Rice. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a toss left side for Judkins. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Once again, Judkins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Completes this to Addison out left. Down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
26, Vikings 11. Will Riker is the kickoff for the Vikings.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the shotgun, Sanders. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Sanders. That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The slot man in motion right. Now McCarthy. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The Vikings 1st down.
McCarthy going to throw again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Pass complete to Addison. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there. And that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get. So really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball. And that's all she wrote.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. To the air with McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. On play action. Now McCarthy. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Touchdown, Vikings! Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, fourth quarter touchdown there. Back to a two-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. Down the left sideline. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Sanders. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Shador. Now he's going to step up and run. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
This is first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Panthers 60. Panthers hurt. Ready, right?
On third down, here's Jenkins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Browns, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.